Okay, Rob wants to know whether or not, if he were to ride his bike off this ramp at 10 meters per second, if he would land safely on the other side of this dangerous fire. So the fire spans 10 meters, and Rob wants to know whether or not this would be a successful endeavor to pursue. Let's inspect Rob's ramp a little closer. So Rob's ramp is at a 37-degree angle, which means that if he is going 10 meters per second at 37 degrees, his horizontal velocity will be 8 meters per second and his vertical velocity will be 6 meters per second. So first, to find Rob's range, which is ultimately going to tell us whether or not this would be successful, we're going to have to find how long Rob is going to actually stay in the air after coming off this ramp. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to use our handy position equation, which is x equals 1/2 acceleration times time squared plus initial velocity times time plus initial position. To fill it in, what we're going to do is we're going to put in 0 for our position that we want to know our time at. We have 1/2. Our acceleration, which is going to be the acceleration of gravity, which is going to be negative 10 meters per second squared, times t squared, plus our initial velocity, which in this case is going to be 6, because we're looking for when it is at 0 meters, when it's at its position is 0. So we're going to be using our vertical velocity. So there we go, 6 times t, and then we have no initial position here. So then we're just going to factor this. Well, first we're going to simplify it, and it's 0 equals negative 5t squared plus 6t. And then this ends up being t equals both 0 and 1.2. And the reason it equals 0 is because he will be at the same position both at when he leaves and when and at 1.2 seconds. So that's what he'll be both at 0 meters at that point. So then now that we have our time, this is how long he stays in the air. So what we're going to do is we're going to just multiply this time by his horizontal velocity, which is 8 meters per second, to find our distance or our range. So d equals 1.2 seconds times 8 meters per second, and then that gives us 9.6 meters. So this means that in total, Rob will go 9.6 meters off after leaving the ramp. So because the fire spans 10 meters and he would only go 9.6 meters, that would mean that this is going to be an ultimately unsuccessful endeavor, and I would advise Rob to not pursue this.